Well, I love that we have so many different players here. So we have Rob, who's able to give us a real specialized look at what's happening. And now we're going to take a look at your general forecast, because we do have the Caldor Fire, and we also have the Dixie Fire, but we also have a red flag warning. So there are a lot more areas that could be looking at wildfire development later on this evening, as well as throughout much of the day tomorrow. Outside right now, we got 71 in Sacramento, 80 degrees down in Stockton, 83 down in Modesto, 82 in Auburn, 86 in Placerville, and 81 in Jackson. Now, you're probably realizing these temperatures are a lot cooler than what we have had as of late. And the cool down that's coming in, that's also going to be a big problem, because winds are kind of cooling us down. And those winds are also going to be a major player when you start talking about the opportunity for more wildfire development with that red flag warning. Take a look at the wind. South to southwest coming in at 9 miles per hour in Sacramento. A westerly breeze coming in around 12 miles per hour in Stockton. You can see a nice breeze coming in around 20 miles per hour in Fairfield. And that is what we're going to have for the early portion of the day. But winds are going to be shifting, and that is the concern. Take a look at this. This is our red flag warning. It begins on the northern end of the state. It carves all the way where we have the Dixie Fire. It's also moving into South Lake Tahoe. It does include parts of Sacramento area, and I'm going to be moving in specifically where we are looking at the Caldor Fire. So gusty winds are going to be in the forecast. Winds are going to be driving this particular fire, in addition to the terrain. And with the winds today coming in out of the south to southwest around 10 to 15 with some higher gusts, it is pushing it right into the Pines area. Again, that red flag warning is going to be in effect until 8 o'clock tomorrow night, and winds are expected to be gusting in the overnight, and again starting to veer in the north to northeast. Now we take a look at the Dixie Fire. We can't forget that one. It is huge, and winds are going to be coming in out of the west. Those winds at around 10 to 20 miles per hour with some higher gusts, and unfortunately that's going to drive a lot of that fire closer to Susanville. The red flag warning again in effect until tomorrow night, and if you live in any of these areas, you should have an evacuation plan in place for you as well as for your family. Winds out of the north to northeast, some of those strongest winds expected to be on the western side of the valley. But the takeaway is, if you are evacuating, here's some things you have to think about. Long sleeves, you want long pants on, you want a hat, you want a mask, and you got to get out of Dodge. So you do need to have that evacuation plan in place for you as well as for your family. You need to know where people are headed, where you're headed, and you guys can keep track of one another. Here's a look at the regional forecast for today, and I'll move out the way so you can see all of it. 70 for the Bay, lower 90s for the Valley, upper 80s coming in for the hills, and 80 degrees for the Sierra. So all in all, today is going to be a very comfortable day overall. But again, the opportunity for extreme fire danger is now back in the forecast. And again, with that opportunity, we are definitely highlighting the areas that are in that red flag warning. Cooler temperatures will be in the forecast. Also looking at the opportunity for more smoke moving in. When winds start to shift, it pushes all of that particulate matter into various locations. So who's going to see what and when? Let's take a look. You can see the worst of it near Quincy, where you do have the Dixie Fire. Truckee and parts of South Lake Tahoe still socked in with hazy sunshine. Today, mostly today, south to southwest winds, and then as we move into the overnight and tomorrow, north to northeast winds. And that's when a lot of that smoke is going to be moving back into the valley. A lot of that smoke is going to be moving into the foothills, worsening air quality, and again, the opportunity, of course, for some hazy sunshine. Now, the hazy sunshine will hold down the afternoon highs, but if you do have any upper respiratory problems, you do need to limit your time outside. And of course, we can't forget the little ones. So here's a look at that 10-day forecast. You'll see temperatures in the lower 90s for the next couple of days. That is because of, again, a nice shift in our weather pattern, but I cannot say it enough. That red flag warning is in effect until late Wednesday around 8 o'clock on Wednesday night. That is a look at your weather forecast. We have our very own Andy Judson. She is about 5 minutes away from Pollock Pines. She's going to give us an update on what she's seeing right now. Hi, Andy.